Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. If you are new, hi, hello, welcome. My name is Kyla and my channel is just a plethora of all things that I love, and today we are doing my current top 10 favorite girls of the year for American Girl. I hope you guys all enjoyed the first installment where we did the Truly Me dolls. Now we are doing the Gaudis, and lastly we will be doing the historicals, and I believe I'm going to do a ranking of the 8 best friend dolls combined between historical and Gaudi as well. But this one is just strictly Girl of the Year. As I said, this lovely collage on the screen I did not make. I have no idea where it came from. I just looked up Girl of the Year on Google and this gorgeous picture came up and I was like, this is so freaking cute. Obviously, it's not updated to include the Girl of the Year 2022 and a couple others in between, but it's okay. I still think it's cute. So a couple things to keep in mind. This is strictly my opinion. There's no right or wrong answers to this. So if a doll that you like is not on this list, that is totally okay. Go ahead and leave your top 10 ranking of the girls of the year from 2001 to currently 2022 in the comments down below, because I always love seeing everybody else's lists. So this is a lot of the time I rank things based on how they make me feel and if I have a sentimental attachment to them. And this is a list, I want to stress that, because a lot of my picks are mainly based off of my attachment to these dolls. I do take into consideration mostly their appearance and their collection, somewhat their story, depending on if I've read them or not. But it's basically just based on, how they made me feel and their appearance and their collection. I do, of course, have an honorable mention, as always. Period. This list has changed significantly since I did my last ranking of this. I believe I posted that tier ranking video. If not, oops. But this is always subject to change. I will give a minor spoiler alert. Corinne Tan is on this list. She kicked somebody off, and I can't believe it. I never thought it would happen, but it did. So the ones I do have, and I do have alternate photos for, I will be including, just like I did with the Truly Me's. Some of them I do have, but I don't have pictures of. Some of them I did have and have since customized, but I've regretted it. So yeah, we're going to get started with our honorable mention. So our honorable mention is Sage Copeland, Gaudi 2013. Now, I can't believe she is this low, but she is this low because I did own her. I actually don't have any alternate pictures of her, so I apologize. But I love her appearance. I think it's really, really pretty. I love every outfit in her collection. I do own a couple of them. I absolutely love them all. There's not a single outfit in her collection that I do not like. She's very beautiful. I did customize her into Peyton, but now that doll is no more as well. So she's kind of just like an empty base that's laying around in my doll parts bin. But I do love Sage. She almost didn't make this list. I'm going to tell you guys, it was a fight for me between Sage and Mia, because Mia has been kicked off the list. And I think that just simply had to do with the fact that I don't like Mia's collection at all. I have a very sentimental attachment to Mia, and I absolutely adore her appearance, but her collection really just kicked her off the list for me. So it was a battle between Sage and Mia for me, and I went back and forth. But I think that Sage, she's still holding on there with her 11th spot. In 10th place, we have Girl of the Year 2015, Grace Thomas. So I did own her. I have since, like Sage, customized her and have regretted it. That is why Sage and Grace are still on this list, but very low, because I did own them and I want to own them again. So Grace has one of my favorite collections. However, her appearance is not very unique. I do like her freckles. I do not like her hair at all. I am not a fan of her hair whatsoever. I love the blue eyes. My favorite doll combination ever is the stereotypical blonde hair and blue eyes, so I just need to get that out of the way. However, most of the dolls on this list do not have that combination, so that's really good, actually. But I love Grace. I love everything in her collection. The reason she's she's on this list is mainly for her collection, and I do really like her name as well. And I love Paris, so that's probably another reason why I still like her, and I do still want to add her and her pieces to my collection. So I just figured I love her. I'm going to put her on the list, but I don't have a sentimental attachment to her. At number 9, we have Girl of the Year 2020, Joss Kendrick. So I do own her. Mine, however, is named Mariska in my collection because I was not the biggest fan of the name Joss. She is on this list, however, because the two things I adore about her the most are her face mold and her hearing impairment. So I love the Joss face mold. I have 2 custom Joss face molds, Magdalena and Angel, and I absolutely adore them both. And as far as her hearing impairment goes, if you don't know, I myself am disabled. I am legally blind. So it literally made my life to see a doll from American Girl after so many years have a disability. I did not care if it was that she was hearing impaired. I just thought it was absolutely incredible. And I'm very glad that they are starting to bring awareness to things like that, because little kids do need to know that not everybody is made the same. So that just like made my entire life when I found out she was going to have a hearing aid. Now, since mine is not the, stereotypical Joss, like I didn't keep her as Joss Kendrick, she does not wear her hearing aid, but I still have it and I think it's so cute and I absolutely adore it. Now, she's this low on this list because I only like one outfit in her collection, and everything else I'm not really a fan of. So it hurt me to put her this low because I do adore her. She's really fun to take pictures of. Her hair is amazing, but it was just the collection that was a no for me. Next up, we have Girl of the Year 2012, McKenzie Brooks, who is another doll that I do own and I absolutely love. In my collection, I have hyphenated her name to McKenna Celine, and sometimes I just call her Kenna. I think she's amazing. My favorite outfit in her collection is definitely her school outfit. I think it's really adorable. I do love her bed. It's really cute. I'm not the biggest fan of like the rest of her pieces. I think that's just because I'm not like a gymnastics person, but she is very beautiful. For someone like me who struggles to do a ton of unique hairstyles because of my visual impairment, having a doll like McKenna that doesn't have a part is really helpful because I can kind of like do whatever the heck I want with her, I guess. But she's really cute. I do love her. I know some people feel very strongly about her and others, like it goes one way or the other with her. And I am one of those McKenna fans that I just adore her. I liked her and then I got her and then she kind of existed for a little bit. And then I was just like, McKenna is amazing. So she's always been one of my favorites. I do like taking pictures of her. Her hair is kind of easy to maintain, even though it is a bit on the longer side. It's just a simple stick straight hair and it doesn't really require a lot of maintenance. Here we have Corinne Tan, Girl of the Year 2022. Now, at the time I'm recording this, she's only been out for like 11 days and I am in love with her. So she has a brand new face mold, immaculate. She has a welly wisher in her collection, her little sister Gwen. Now, if you guys know me, you know I'm not about the wellies, but I think it's really cute that they gave her a sister. I think that's just so adorable. Her pajamas are probably my favorite Girl of the Year pajamas. I do own them. As you can see, I did go to the American Girl Place Orlando when I was there on vacation for Corinne's release day. I did go on New Year's Day, so it was actually, like that was the first day she was out, even though they released her a little bit early. But I'd never gone to a Girl of the Year release day, and I didn't go to the event or anything, but I did go and I got to see her whole collection on display, and I bought a couple of outfits along with Corinne, and she's just amazing. I love the painted on eyelashes. Like I said, love the new face mold. I love her name. Now, you guys know I'm not about colored hair on AG dolls, but Corinne, I think that the black and blue in her hair, like it's enough for me. I can deal with it. I love her enough that I'm going to learn to love the blue in her hair. But it's amazing to me that she is this new, but this high on my list. A little bit of that might be sentimental attachment, but I'm obsessed with her. In 6th place, we have the first Girl of the Year that I ever bought and the first doll as an adult collector that I purchased, Blair Wilson. So in my collection, her name is Sofia, and I did straighten her hair to separate her from all the other Blairs of the world, but I love her. I love just about every outfit in her collection. Actually, no, I take that back. I love every outfit in her collection. She has my favorite skin tone, and I get a lot of questions. Why is that your favorite skin tone? Well, if you don't know, you've probably seen in the pictures I just showed you, I am as pale as a ghost. So I'm like, the lightest skin tone previous to this was too tan for me. And I was like, what the heck? So I absolutely love this. She did introduce a new skin tone, which was amazing. A part of her story is that Blair is lactose intolerant. And I thought that was really cool because like in the case of Joss, they were, making something a little bit different. Now, I she is this low on this list because there were some other dolls that I just adored a bit more, but she is this high on this list because of the fact that she is the doll that got me back into collecting. And if it wasn't for Blair Wilson, I would not be sitting here today making this video. So we are in the top 5 now, and my 5th place goes to Kira Bailey, Girl of the Year 2021. Now, this doll caused a lot of controversy, and I can totally see why, but that didn't stop me from picking her up and loving her any less. So as someone who owns both Kira and Julie, yes, they do look similar. Yes, Kira is definitely superior. I love her name. However, mine in my collection was changed to Vienna because I chose to make her twins with my 83, whom I named Sienna. I love the twins. I know you all love the twins, so the twins are an icon to the Kyla collection, and they're so photogenic together. Oh my goodness. I love all of Kira's outfits. I don't own her entire collection outfit-wise yet. I think there's one more. I don't plan to pick up her scrubs, but there is one more that I do have to get before it is sold out. I love her hair. It's really easy to maintain. It's so soft and luxurious. It's just beautiful. And she has kangaroos. Those are so cute. I love kangaroos. They're so adorable. So I love Kira. I wasn't mad that they released her. I do really like her. I know there are some people that really dislike her, but I mean, that's totally cool. If you're not a Kira fan, like, I'll still be your friend, no problem. But I really, really love Kira. And 83 is my favorite Truly Me doll of all time. So I think that definitely bumps up Kira because I relate her to Sienna. In 4th place, we have Girl of the Year 2016, Leah Clark. So Leah is this low on the list because of her collection, but she is this high on the list because she is the most photogenic doll in my collection to this day. So she is actually the first doll I ever went out and took photos of. She was a doll I never thought I would own, but if you know the iconic story of how I found her while I was in Hawaii on vacation, chilling with this rooster, and I was scrolling eBay for American Girls as a normal adult does when they're on vacation in Hawaii, I found Leah in brand new condition for a really freaking good deal. So my life was made. I never thought I would own her, and she's perfect. She is so easy to take care of. She's amazing. She's gorgeous. Her combination is stunning. Like I said, she's incredibly photogenic, and I only have these 2 pictures. I can't find more of them that I really like. I haven't been out taking pictures a lot recently, and I want to get back into doing that this year. So as you can probably tell with the photos, once I got a new phone, my photography was a lot better. So I love Leah. However, I only like one outfit in her collection, and I think that's her celebration dress. No, I do not own it, but everything else in Leah's collection, I'm not a big fan of, and her name isn't my favorite. I did leave her name as Leah. I chose to give her my actual middle name, so her name is Leah Suzanne Clark in my collection. I don't know if she will ever go back up to being super high on this list. She might stay consistently like here in the middle. I'm not really sure, but I love Leah so much. And I know there's a lot of Leah fans out there. It's getting intense now. So we have 3rd place, Girl of the Year 2006, Jess McConnell. So I don't own this doll. My sister actually owns this doll. So I've seen her in person, and she is this high because of her mold. If you don't know, the Jess mold is my absolute favorite mold. I have like so many Jess molds. It's a problem. I love custom Jess molds. The Jess mold, I don't know if there will ever be a mold that will, top the Jess mold for me. It's amazing. I only had one in my collection growing up, and that was Ivy. And it is the cutest thing. To me, the Jess dolls just look so much happier than the rest of them. I don't know. They just look so much happier. I'm not quite sure what it is. I do love her hair. Her hair is really, really cute. Her name is actually quite pretty as well. The only outfit I like from her collection are her pajamas. And I don't know, they're very different from her collection because most of her pieces are like orange, and I'm not a fan of the color orange. So she's this high on this list, like I said, because of her mold. Everything else, I'm not a huge fan of. So I wanted to put her a bit lower, but after comparing her to everybody and seeing how many Jess molds I actually own, without her, my favorite mold wouldn't exist. So that is why she is here in 3rd place. I went back and forth on this one, but our runner-up is Kanani Akina, Girl of the Year 2011. So yes, she does have another Jess mold, and it is the tan skin Jess mold. She has incredibly long hair that is a pain in the butt to deal with, but I still love her. Now, I used to own a Kanani and I customized her to Chloe, who you guys absolutely adore, and so do I. And recently in 2021, I did pick up a second Kanani, who I have not taken photos of yet, but I do have a Kanani back in my collection. I love her. After going through and looking at her collection and everything, I absolutely love it. Her collection is beautiful. There's lots of bright colors. She's very pretty. All of her outfits are so cute, and she's beautiful. She really is. And I understand the Kanani hype. At first, I didn't really understand, but then after owning 2 different Kananis basically, and then going back and re-looking at her collection and everything like that, I do realize that she's amazing, and I did put her this high on this list because she's a very, very well thought out concept, and I absolutely adore her. My favorite girl of the year, and this is absolutely no surprise, no drum roll needed. If you know me, you know I am the Isabelle Palmer stan. So I need to break this down for you and explain why she is here. So I own Isabelle. She was my first secondhand purchase. She was the first doll I ever fixed up and boil washed. I was scared to death. Since then, she was dubbed Mini Kyla by you guys. However, my eyes are blue. Her eyes were not. So I bought a pair of custom blue eyes and I swapped them. Do I regret it? Sometimes I do. Other times I don't, because she is Mini Kyla. And these pictures are outdated, so I don't have any current ones of blue-eyed Isabelle. But she is my mini-me to an absolute T. And her collection, immaculate. It's like all pink and amazing. She is a dancer. And if you didn't know, I did ballet, tap, and jazz for a long, long time. I think for a good 10 years, I did all 3. And there's kittens involved. And you guys know I'm the crazy cat lady. And her struggle with anxiety, if you don't know, I struggle with anxiety a lot. So it was really good to see that, again, they were doing not so stereotypical things. I love her. She's amazing. I know she is probably one of the biggest girl of the years that has either you love her very strongly or you are not a fan at all. Yes, her appearance is extremely generic, but I look extremely generic, and my mold is the classic mold. So I have a lot of sentimental attachment to her, and the fact that I have a lot in common with her. Her collection is very large, and I don't own a single piece from it except her pants, her meat pants, and then her yellow top. I don't know what it's called, because when I bought her secondhand, she didn't actually come with her meat top or her meat shoes. The pink extensions, mine didn't come with either. I don't mind that. I actually like that because it is removable, so that I wouldn't mind owning, but it's okay that I don't. So she is this high, again, just because she's Mini Kyla, and I cannot justify putting another girl of the year higher because she is literally my twin. So I love her. Nobody's going to change my mind. Isabelle is my favorite. There we have my updated top 10 girl of the years for 2022. Let me know if your favorite made the list. If they didn't, like I said, leave a positive comment down below letting me know what your top 10 favorite girl of the years are. I would absolutely love to hear it. Stay tuned for the next installment of this series, which will be the historicals. I'm very excited to do that because they are my favorite line. Go ahead, if you have not already, give this video a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button to join the fam, and tap that really cool notification bell so you can know the exact moment I post a new video. Have a blessed day, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye, everybody.